Do you remember the golden era of JoJo games? I consider it to be between 2020 and 2022. For example, we had ABD, the game that really opened the door to JoJo and Roblox in terms of popularity. YBA was at its peak, with constant updates and thousands of players. A Universal Time released its massive rework. Project Star brought hype and hope for something new, even though it died, and a lot of new games were popping up with exciting ideas and passion behind them. Or at least some of them. Definitely the best era of JoJo games on Roblox. But what happened? Hey everyone, today's video is a little bit different. It's not about something related to the development of the game, it's something about JoJo games in general. I've been a part of this community for a while now. Not just as a player, but also as a developer working on my own JoJo game, so this topic is very interesting to me. Today we're asking, why is the Roblox JoJo genre dying? And it's not just because one or two games made bad updates. It's bigger than that. It's a slow burn, and I have a lot of options about why this is happening. If you agree or disagree with any of these, I'd like to hear your opinion in the comments. But for now, let's start with Burnout. Because let's be honest, the formula has changed in years. It's basically get a stand, fight people, and repeat. It worked for a long time, especially when JoJo itself was trending, but eventually it got boring. Even the best gameplay loop will fall apart without new ways to experience it. Some developers tried to add quests, story modes, a new system and attacks for stands. And that's definitely the way to go. That's how you make JoJo games feel fresh again, not just like another copy. But looking back in time, we can notice that most games just copied other ones, without adding new stuff to their own game. The clearest example is all the ABD mods that flooded the platform. Same models, abilities and animations, just different UIs and maps. It ended up being literally a copy-paste. And when you play the same thing over and over again, you start asking yourself, why I'm still playing this? And that's where the burnout begins. Because when games don't try anything new, neither do the players. They join, do the same things, leave, and eventually they just don't come back again. That's the danger of sticking to the formula without evolving it. It might have worked in 2020, but in 2025 it's not enough anymore. The second reason is that there's no entry point. This is something I remember hearing in an Eclipse video, and I think he's totally right. There's no gateway anymore. Back then, YDA was the front door. Whether you like it or not, it was always on the front page. It brought people in, and once they were in, maybe they decided to play more JoJo games. But those days are gone. YBA is still around, but it's not what it used to be. And now the game has managed to fill the void that it left behind. So for someone who just discovered JoJo and thinks, hey, I want to play something like this on Roblox, there's no clear place to start. That lack of visibility means fewer new players. And if there are no new players, the genre doesn't grow. And if it doesn't grow, it dies. This isn't just about all players leaving. It's about new players who never arrived in the first place. And basically that's a problem right now. There's no hook, no entry point. And before we continue with the video, I just want to let you know that if you are interested in the development of my JoJo game, My Golden Heaven, feel free to join to the Discord server. Now let's continue with the third reason. And that is the developers. The next point is really underrated, and it's that the developers are tired too. A lot of the owners start making JoJo games out of pure love of the series. They weren't thinking about making the game big or monetization. They just wanted to share something cool with the community. Some examples are Project JoJo and ABD, two of the most influential games that were created just for pure fun. But as their games blew up, so did the pressure. Where's the next stand? Why are updates taking so long? This game is dead. It takes a toll. Some developers burn out, others quit altogether, and others, well, some switch to cash grabs to stay afloat. And that constant cycle, building hype, meeting deadlines, handling criticism, it drains a lot of creators, and eventually it stops being fun. When that happens, the quality drops, and when the quality drops, players leave. The reality is that a dedicated and passionate dev team is crucial for the longevity of any game, especially in a genre like Roblox JoJo games. Without a team that is truly invested in their craft, you can't expect to consistently deliver fresh content, polish and innovate features. A dev team that is burned out or uninspired will only hold back a game, no matter how strong its foundation once was. And as we've seen, when the heart and soul of a team fades, so does the game. And the last reason is the community shift. And here's the truth no one likes to admit. We changed too. The players, all of us, we got older. Our expectations got higher. We've seen better combat systems, and we've played better games inside and outside the platform. We are not satisfied anymore with click to M1 and a few flashy moves. We expect more because we saw what's possible to make. We saw how much potential a JoJo game can have, but it feels that the genre didn't evolve with us. It's like the JoJo genre is stuck in 2020, while we are all living in 2025. That's why I think a new wave of JoJo games has to do more. Not just reuse what worked, but take it somewhere new. So yeah, those are the reasons about why I think the genre is dying. And tell me, what do you think is killing Roblox JoJo games? I'd like to read what you think in the comments. And as I said, if you're interested in the development of my JoJo game, you can subscribe or join to the Discord server to see more about it. Thanks for watching.